What we talking about? What we talking about? What we talking about? Yeah,
Big beats.
we talk about the music, talk about the culture. We talking hip hop, cause it's never over. What we talking about? You know we bring the heat, cause the world colder. Right. We ready for this war and we got our soldiers. What we talking about the way we gotta feed the streets. What we talking food for thought, everybody eats. Real life. We talking real life, but we ain't gotta preach. Not at all. We talking about love and we spreading peace. What we talking about the news running through the town. Right. We talking about the way we hold our people down. What we talking real gems, people gotta learn. What we talking cash money, people gotta earn. What we talking about respect and we talking pride. Right. You gotta stand tall when you come outside. Real life. We talking about the news that ain't out yet. What we talking about? If you want that real talk, this is that outlet. What we talking about?
Salute. Welcome back to the What We Talkin Bout podcast. I am your host, Rick. We back in the building, back with an all new episode. Let me get my mic right. What's crazy, man? I'm sitting here, right? And my son just snatched my computer chair. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's his now. My gaming chair is in his room at his gaming setup. Mind you, he already got his own gaming chair, but he like mine, and I'm his dad, so what's mine is yours, and I'm in here with a regular chair. But the show must go on. But yeah, man, welcome back to the What We Talking Bout podcast, man. You know, I'm here to provide the most authentic point of view in podcasting, man. You know, that's the type of time I'm on, man. If it's on my podcast and my platform, it's genuinely what I feel. It's genuinely my perspective. I'm not here to go with the flow. I'm not here to jump on no bandwagons. I'm here to talk about what I want to talk about, share my opinion, and just keep it a buck. This is something that I've been wanting to touch on. You know, it's old now, but again, I never really shared my opinion on it. Plus, Kevin Gates is about to drop an album tomorrow. So I said, you know what? Let me get this episode in, because I seen that he was about to drop an album, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot to do this episode. But I've been wanting to do this episode even before I dropped the first episode of this podcast. I just never got around to it. But so I wanted to talk about, you know, him and LeBron, man. You know, a few months ago, Gates had said something about LeBron's wife. You know, something, you know, speaking about how she looks at him and whatever the case. You know, now me personally, I'm not speaking on no man's wife. You know, I'm married. You know what I'm saying? My wife is my best friend, my backbone, everything. Like, I'm literally nothing without her. You know, so speaking about my wife can get sticky, right? As a man, I don't give a fuck who you is. I don't care a fuck how tough you think you is. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Speaking about my wife can get sticky, right? That's me as a man, as a husband, right? So I feel like every other husband is the same way. So me personally, I'm not talking about nobody's marriage or, you know, husband or wife or whatever the case. Now, as an overall, if I see something, I'll give my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not going to say, oh, he should do this for his wife or with his wife, or she should do this for her husband or with her husband. You get what I'm saying? But I will speak on a situation, you know, or like an overall situation, if that makes sense, right? So he said that, then LeBron said something back. I think it was on Instagram or something like that. Something like kings don't entertain peasants or something like that. Then Gates pulled up to the game, right? Now, here's where it gets tricky, because LeBron, I feel like, put himself in a position when he responded, right? Because if he said that and then you respond and then he comes to the game, you're going to naturally have all eyes on you, right? Now we already seen the Stephen A. Smith thing, and we've seen LeBron, speak his piece about other people that has spoken about him or has spoken about his son. We've seen LeBron say things. We've seen LeBron approach Stephen Smith, whatever the case, right? So people are naturally gonna want to see you approach Gates or whoever else, even if it wasn't Gates, if it was me or you listening or whoever else that says something about this man's wife or about LeBron's wife, we're expecting you to approach us in that same manner. You're automatically gonna have eyes on you. Just for the simple fact that he said something, you said something, now he at the game. It's no longer on the internet. He's no longer over here, you over there. Like, y'all are in the same vicinity under the same roof, And I see people saying, yo, who is Kevin Gates to LeBron? And Kevin Gates is nobody to LeBron, and LeBron's too big, and LeBron shouldn't do this, and LeBron shouldn't do that. Listen, I don't sit on my platform, on my podcast, and advocate for violence. You know what I'm saying? But what I do advocate for is being a grown-ass man. And at the end of the day, I advocate for morals, integrity, and respect. And you're going to give me mine. That's how I feel as a man. You know what I'm saying? I don't compromise my morals and my integrity, and you're going to give me my respect. And the reason you're going to give me my respect is because I'm going to give you your respect. I don't disrespect nobody. I don't make people feel disrespected. I'm a cool, calm, collective, genuine, chill nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is with me. But when it comes to your spouse or your kids, that's a different level. It don't matter who the person is. You cannot disrespect my wife. If I'm playing, right? Let's say I'm on the Orlando Magic. Somebody disrespect my wife, right? Somebody disrespect my wife. And then they come to the game and they sit courtside after disrespecting my wife. I'm not gonna not address the situation. That's just not what it is. And it's not about being no tough gangster, not about being acting like a nigga, like some people is trying to say. It's not about none of that shit. It's about being a grown-ass man. It's about being a husband, a father, and a protector of your family. And I'm not saying LeBron don't do that, but you're not going to say what you want to say about my wife, you know what I mean, and then come to the game, and I'm just going to play this game and see you clearly sitting there right after we had this. That looks away, and I'm not going to put myself in a position to even look this way, but I'm also going to not put myself in a position to be played with like that, because by me not saying nothing and addressing the situation is just going to open the door for a bunch of bullshit. And then somebody's going to really end up getting the worst, the brunt of it, because they're going to think it's a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, when you let shit slide enough and then you just open the door for a bunch of unnecessary shit, you know? I don't believe in all that, oh, he's LeBron James and this and that and that and that. Yes, he is LeBron James, but you know what he is first? He's a man. He's a father. He's a husband. Nobody's going to be mad at LeBron James for approaching somebody who he feels disrespected his wife. I didn't say LeBron James got to pull out 9 guns and knives and go chase Kevin Gates all around the arena. But walk up to that man and see if it's really something, or clear whatever you need to clear. Point blank, period. You ain't even got to do that aggressively. Go up to that man and see what's going on. I don't give a fuck. He could have been there with his whole team. It could have been whatever. I'm going up. Yo, what's up, my man? What's going on? Because, again, now I don't do that. Now I open the door for a bunch of fuckery, and that's not what this is about. LeBron is not going to lose his Nike deal. Nobody's not going to do business with LeBron because he went up there and defended his wife. What the fuck are we talking about? Like, when people were saying, oh my God, but he's LeBron, and what that looked like, did it with Stephen A. Smith when Stephen A. Smith said something about his son. I lay with my wife every night. This woman knows me better than anybody in the world. You dig what I'm saying? Like, right now, as I'm recording this, my wife is upstairs. She's working out. She's probably done by now. But when I started recording, she was upstairs working out. I'm going to get done recording this, upload it, do my 1-2, and we're probably gonna go take a walk, talk. Think we gotta shoot to the grocery store. I'm not sure, but I lay with this woman every night in the bed. Beautiful, soft. She's comforting, loving. You think I'm gonna sit here and let somebody disrespect her and then come to where I work and sit right there, baseline, courtside, after disrespecting the woman that had my 3 kids? I'm talking about my wife, had my 3 kids, been with me since I was nothing, had nothing. You dig? Changed my life in ways that only me and her conversed about. And you think I'm gonna let a nigga come to my place of business where I'm getting money and providing for this same woman and sit down courtside and make it seem like it is what it is? Regardless if that was Gates' intention or not, because he could have had them tickets 5 months before he even said that. None of that shit matters. It don't matter. He could have bought them tickets 5 years ago. But it's just the optics of it. And you're gonna come to the game? No, I'm approaching you. Now, where that go from there is on you. I'm going to come up to you, and I'm going to approach you like a man. I ain't say I was going to come up to you and punch you in your mouth. Now, wherever it goes does depend on you. Don't get it twisted, because I'm a man. I don't got to swing and all. I could come get an understanding with you. Yo, my nigga, yo, what's up with you? You don't know me like that to have no personal opinion with me. So do you mind apologizing to my wife, whatever I say? But at the end of the day, how that conversation goes is definitely going to be based upon this interaction. Because if you double down on the disrespect, now that we're here in the person, I'm probably going to swing and we're going to get it on, and that's going to be that. I'm going to get suspended, whatever the fuck. I'm still LeBron James. People still going to do business with me. I'm still going to make my money. I already got more money than I could spend. I'm already financially straight. But at the end of the day, I'm a man that got to go home and lay next to my wife every fucking night. And I'm not going to let no nigga disrespect her, point blank, period. So all that shit is out the window in my book. And again, there's people that disagree. But if you could say something to Stephen A. Smith that says something about your son, you can say something to Kevin Gates or any other rapper, actor, comedian that say something about your wife in a fashion that you don't like. You get what I'm saying? And then you come into my game and you're posturing like it's something. Fuck all that. I'll retire right then and there. You know what? Put my jersey in the rafters. This nigga playing games. I'm over there. What's up? What we doing, my man? Because now you're trying to frame this and you're making it seem a way, and it's probably not even that way. I'm not even saying Gates went there on bullshit, but I'm just saying this look crazy. And as a man, I can't allow this to look like this. So what we doing? You know, and it's going to depend on that. But I just don't like when people start talking about, you know, oh, he can't do this because he's LeBron James and this, and that. That nigga ain't perfect. And neither is the people who he's in business with. Neither is the people that buys his products. See, we got to stop acting like people are perfect and like they can't make mistakes. LeBron James is a fucking human being. Who the fuck on God's green earth is going to be mad at that man for defending his wife? Even if they would have got the fighting. You think Nike was going to drop LeBron because him and Kevin Gates got the fucking fighting? You understand what I'm saying? You think Nike is going to drop LeBron fucking James because he swung on Kevin Gates for disrespecting his wife out of the clear blue sky? You think they're going to fucking say, okay, LeBron, you know, this man did disrespect your wife. You are the poster child of the NBA and Nike, and you're just this great all-around guy. And this man just came out the blue and disrespected your wife. But you swung on him, so we got to drop you. Like, it don't work like that, man. We got to stop with the bullshit narratives, man. You know, we got to stop with the bullshit narratives. Like, oh, but he's LeBron James and that nigga, and he's Kevin Gates. If he wasn't fucking nobody, then nobody would be talking about it. You understand what I'm saying? Is he fucking? I'm not saying he's more famous than LeBron and no shit like that. Of course not. But at the end of the day, he's somebody that's garnered the enough attention for this to be a thing. He's not just not nobody. I wouldn't give a fuck if one person know who I am outside of, you know, in the public world. Disrespect my wife, You could be Joe Blow down the street. I'ma see about the disrespect. And we gonna get that clear. We gonna get that clear. We gonna get that straightened out because I'm not tolerating no disrespect. You know why? Because I wouldn't disrespect you and your wife. I wouldn't say nothing about your wife. You understand what I'm saying? That's why I'm gonna take it that much more personally because you don't know me and you speaking about my wife in a disrespectful way. Don't reference my wife. I wouldn't give a fuck what my wife did. Don't talk about my wife in no way, shape, or form. Right? So all that, oh, but he's LeBron and he could lose this and he wasn't gonna lose shit. LeBron James got on fucking Instagram or Twitter or whatever it was and told Big Meech welcome home. That man is a fucking star NBA basketball player who don't know Big Meech personally at all. Big Meech is a motherfucking drug lord. A drug lord. One of the biggest drug lords in U.S. history. And LeBron James told that man, welcome home. He could do that and ain't nobody bat a fucking eye. But you mean to tell me he can't go up to Kevin Gates and check on that disrespect at a fucking basketball game? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? That man be on Instagram rapping the most crazy lyrics, cursing, doing all this shit. But he can't go up to Kevin Gates and say, yo, don't disrespect my wife, my nigga. We ain't on the internet no more. We in person. Don't disrespect my wife. This could go wherever you want to go. He wrong for that? What are we talking about? Now we got to let motherfuckers just say whatever they want to say about us. And because I'm this person, I can't respond. I can't have emotion. Nobody's fucking perfect. I'm going to crash the fuck out about my wife and kids. Point blank, period. Right? And what man doesn't feel like that? You understand? Like, that's the thing, man. And another thing, too, like, what I gather from that is like this. Niggas ain't really married like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas ain't married. And on top of that, a lot of niggas don't know how to be married. And that's another story for another day, you know, because everybody's different in their marriage. But I'm married, and I'm married in a real way. You know what I'm saying? I'm a loyal husband, faithful husband, loving husband, protecting husband. I don't fuck around with my family. I'm that type of married. Like, I'm married like how the Bible says be married. You dig what I'm saying? I didn't get married to not be like this. You niggas, like, I was in the barbershop the other day and motherfuckers was talking about like their relationships, and I'm just looking around like, all you niggas is fucking weird. Like, niggas is fucking weird by the way they was describing their relationships with their women. I'm like, you niggas is weird. Like, dead ass. I love mine. I'm crashing out. I'm doing whatever. She gonna do the same about me. And LeBron should have done the same about his wife. And I'm not saying he won't. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I could have had a conversation with that man. Backstage, on the phone, whatever. I'm just only going off of the public perception and what the public seen. I don't know what happened behind the scenes. But what I'm going to say is, if it happened publicly, regardless if I addressed it behind the scenes or not, I'm still going to address it publicly as well. You understand what I'm saying? Because it was addressed publicly in the first place. So I have to make this public as well. And then we can get behind the scenes and do whatever. You know? But I'm not going to let nobody disrespect my wife, man. You know? And you niggas need to understand that. But a lot of people speaking on this shit. LeBron could lose this and LeBron could lose that. A lot of niggas ain't married, man. You know? A lot of niggas ain't married, man. Niggas be having women, and I can't speak for it. But I'm just saying, man, when it come to mine, it's lit. It's lit on whatever lit level you want to be on. We could be lit on lit. We could be lit on, nigga, we got an understanding. Don't fuck around, and we gonna keep it like that. But I wish LeBron would have walked right up. Hey, my nigga, what's up, man? You know what I mean? And you hear like, nah, don't. We not doing that. I don't know what you think I am or who you think I am, my nigga. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. We not rapping. This ain't about no rapping image. This ain't about no basketball image. What we doing, my nigga? You're not about to sit here postured up like this. And I fuck with Gates, one of my favorite rappers, actually. And I'm cut from a whole different type of cloth of rappers. I come from the golden era of rappers. You know what I'm saying? We'll talk about that later in later episodes. But I'm from the golden era of rappers. And Son, one of my favorite rappers. I fuck with Son. But you ain't gonna talk about my wife and then come to my game, my nigga, and posture up and post up like I'm not gonna come holler at you, my nigga. I wouldn't give a fuck if you was with you and the next 3 rows was all your niggas. I'm pulling up. What we doing, my nigga? What we doing? And I probably pull up with my wife because I'm gonna want you to apologize to my wife. Like that's just how I be on it. Look, my wife is right here, my nigga. You don't know me, I don't know you. Let's start with an apology, and then me and you can handle what we need to handle. However, that need to go. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I wouldn't give a fuck who I'm in business with, because at the end of the day, the same people that I'm in business for, if I was to make a mistake or do something they didn't like, they'll cut me the fuck anyway. You know what I'm saying? So why am I not gonna keep my morals and my integrity and my respect intact? It doesn't matter who the fuck I'm in business with. I'm not wrong. I ain't start this situation. I'm addressing some disrespect because how am I going home laying next to my wife every night and I allow somebody to disrespect her, then come to the game and just post up and I do nothing? And again, I'm not saying LeBron didn't do anything because we don't fucking know. I'm just saying we just going by the optics. You understand what I'm saying? Fuck. Is you crazy? Like, come on, man. Fucking the fuck out, man. That niggas need to stop it. They need to stop it, man. For real. They need to stop it with these excuses and all this rhetoric, man. LeBron James is a fucking $1 billion basketball. He's a $1 billion brand. You think Will Smith walked on stage and smacked fire out of Chris Rock about his wife? You think that stopped Will Smith from getting a check? You think Will Smith ain't turning down movie roles? You think Will Smith ain't getting movie roles? You think motherfucking directors ain't hitting Will up? Yo, I got this movie, that movie, this movie, that movie. And he smacked fire out of Chris Rock live on TV about his wife. But LeBron James can't fucking go up to him and holler at that man about his wife. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? You niggas need to understand what being married is, man. Marriage is not no fucking girlfriend. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, man, everybody ain't the same when it comes to marriage, and I understand that. You know, like my wife got my last name. Like I do not fuck around. Like I don't fuck around when it comes to, you know what I'm saying? Like real talk. I be wanting to cuddle. I'm a baby. I'm a big kid when it comes to my wife. Like I want to go upstairs and fucking cuddle up with her and rub on that soft ass and fucking watch murder mysteries and documentaries and shit, like, and be wrapped up and cuddled up. That's the type of time I be on. You niggas out here being on some other type of time. I don't know what type of time you niggas is on, but that ain't me. But at the same time, I'm not letting nobody disrespect. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna disrespect my wife, my nigga. You're not gonna disrespect my kids. You know what I'm saying? I'll even let certain shit slide because I know what I personally feel like I'm capable of. I know where I'll go. I know what I'll do. You know what I'm saying? I'll let some shit slide with me. I'll let some shit slide with me. I'll let some shit slide with me before. Hold on. My son. Big man, what's up?
Where are you? Podcasting?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Look, I'm look, you see it. Say what's up to the people.
What's up?
Yeah, what you got going on?
Going to I was sing what's it called? Stop. I was playing and about my birthday.
You want to talk about your birthday? All right, well, let me record. Let me finish recording. I'll call you back in a little bit. All right. So, yeah, see that? You know what I'm saying? Man, I'll break, man. Listen, that's my little man. My junior, he calling talking about his birthday and all that. Yeah, so just feel like at the end of the day, LeBron, salute. You know, you're one of the greatest basketball players of all time. You know, a fan of Gates. He's one of my favorite rappers. You know, preferably you niggas make that right, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that beefing and shit is all that. We grown men, man. We don't need to be beefing with nobody. We just need to be protecting our families and all that, man. You know, we don't need to be out here acting a fool and hurting each other. I don't want to see that. But at the same time, I wouldn't have mind seeing, you know, disrespect addressed. And it could have been addressed in a grown man. It could have been a simple conversation. Because Gates could have been, yo, my nigga, look, yeah, I said XYZ. I meant XYZ. I didn't mean for it to go here or there, whatever, whatever. They could have had conversations like grown men. I'm not saying they had to fight, shoot, stab, kill. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that the conversation should have been had. If it wasn't, I'm only going about what we seen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to highlight the people who's trying to say, oh, LeBron, what he look like speaking to Kevin Gates? Man, I wouldn't give a fuck if that was a roach. You disrespect my wife and then you come to my place of business where I'm working at, yeah, we're going to address that. You understand what I'm saying? You could be a motherfucking ant. I'm going to address it. That's just what it is. Because as a man, I got to stand on my morals, my integrity, and my respect. And especially when it comes to the family. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to touch on that. Give my opinion, man. This is the What We Talking About podcast. I am your host, Rick. Follow me on Instagram at Rick_BHR. And tap in with me, man. If you got something you want to hear my opinion on, you want to get my authentic point of view on it, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I'll drop an episode about it. Listening to this podcast, I appreciate you. Help me spread the word. It's lit.